going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we are going to be going over another SGC submission preview. So these are going to be the cards that I am currently submitting to SGC. I know a lot of people have said that they like seeing these videos, kind of maybe gives them some ideas of what they can send to, you know, whatever it is, SGC, PSA, Beckett, wherever you want to send your cards to be graded. It kind of helps, you know, give you some ideas of what you could possibly pick up, or if you have any of these cards, maybe you want to consider grading them yourself. So I don't have a crazy huge order here. It is just a 10 card order, but I do have a group submission going out this week. So I wanted to put together some cards myself to send out as well. So we're going to get into that here in a minute. Real quick, if you have not subscribed to the channel, we'll definitely appreciate that. If you would like and comment on the video, that does help the channel grow, so I would definitely appreciate that. And if we do have a giveaway going on right now, I'm actually not going to do that. We are going to take a real quick pause and hear a word from today's sponsor, and then if we do have a giveaway, that will be in the following video. So real quick, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. All right, thank you to Otis for sponsoring today's video. So Otis is an investment platform for cultural assets where almost anyone can buy and sell shares of rare collectibles, sneakers, and art. And why should you invest in collectibles? Well, not only is it pretty cool to say you own a piece of a rare LeBron James rookie card or a one-of-one game-worn Michael Jordan sneaker, these items are also investments and they can appreciate in value over time. Take, for example, sports cards, where the PWCC 100, which is an index for top sports cards, has outperformed the stock market since 2008. So how does it work? Well, you can download the Otis app and sign up for free, and they have over 100 rare collectibles to choose from, including sports cards, graded comics, video games, art, and even rare sneakers, and they also add new assets every week. You can then earn a potential return either by selling your shares to other members on the Otis platform, or if Otis sells one of the underlying assets you invested in for more than the price you paid. And Otis will cover all of the information you need to make a smart investment, from financials to trading stats. They even have an expansive Learn section covering topics such as recent sales and the origin of each asset. So one collectible I would personally be interested in is the CryptoPunk number 543. If you guys are not familiar with CryptoPunks, they are one of the very first NFTs that were created, and NFTs have just gone absolutely crazy here recently. So as you can see, the current price is $10.95. And these CryptoPunks trade for over $100,000. So if you are interested in getting into one of the blue chip NFTs for a fraction of the price, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And the other collectible that I would also be interested in is the Luca Doncic Mojo Prism card. So as you can see, this one is currently at $8.89 per share. I do personally hold a couple shares of this card. The Prism Mojo is numbered to 25, which makes this card very rare, and it is also graded a PSA 10. So I just don't think you can go wrong with blue chip NFTs or Luca Doncic. So thank you again to Otis for sponsoring today's video. Sign up with my link in the description and you will get your first share for free when you fund your account. Terms apply. All right, guys, so now we are ready to go ahead and get into our SGC submission preview. And as always, got to give SGC some huge props. They are just absolutely killing it right now. They did recently up their turnaround time to 40 to 45 days, but again, they have said that that is just to get ahead of the curve. It is not taking that long at this time. Probably in the neighborhood of 2 months. Would be my guess as far as turnaround time. So still really, really good, especially when you consider the price at around $30 per card. You know, SGC is just absolutely killing it right now. And, you know, if you do get those 9.5s and 10 grades, it is also going to increase the value of your card. So huge fan of what SGC is doing right now. I've been saying that for the past couple of months, but they are just doing a really good job. So I'm going to keep sending them my cards to be graded. And yeah, I want to show you guys this order. I have, again, about 10 cards, and the card that you see on top there, I'm actually not sending. So I just wanted to show this on the channel because you guys did see I opened an entire absolute gravity feed box on the channel and was not able to pull a kaboom. And because of that, I actually decided to go back to Louisville Sports Cards, pick up another one, and so I'm recording this video on Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, watched some football, and decided to rip another gravity feed box. So rip some football cards while watching football, and literally the first pack in, pulled a John Elway Kaboom, and I actually did end up going live on Instagram to reveal that live. So it was pretty exciting. Not exactly the Kaboom I was hoping for, you know, maybe a Brady, Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, somebody like that would have been a little bit more ideal, but very, very cool to pull a Kaboom. This is actually the first one I've pulled since way back in 2019 when I did open the like dedicated Kaboom packs. So that was very exciting. Now, unfortunately, I did look at this one to potentially send to SGC, but there is a very, very faint print line running across the top, and I do think that would likely cause this one to get either a 9 or 9.5. Most likely, if it does have a print line, it's probably going to be a 9 at best. So I am going to hold off on sending that one, but very, very cool card. Was happy to pull that. And now we will go ahead and get into what I am sending. And pretty much every card I'm going to show is a card that I have pulled pretty recently. I don't think any of these I've had for very long. I think I've pulled pretty much all these in the last like week or two. So the first few are football cards, and a lot of them did come from those absolute gravity feed boxes. I did mention in that video I plan to send some of the top rookie quarterbacks, and hopefully they get 10s, and then that will help offset the cost, which those gravity feed boxes were pretty cheap, you know, around like $140-ish. So not too crazy. But the first one up is a Trevor Lawrence, and with these absolute retail base cards, you really probably do need to get a 10. I do want to say that if you're going to send these and you're going to get a 9 or 9.5, it is almost certainly not going to be worth it. You know, the price point on this is right around $30 per card. I'm assuming if this gets a 10, it's probably going to increase it to maybe in between $80 to $100, depending on how Trevor Lawrence plays the rest of the season. So honestly, it's not a huge reward, you know, based on the risk. But I'm still going to go ahead and send them. I do actually have 2 here, so we're going to send both of these. Hopefully they do get 10s. Again, hoping, you know, the value's going to be around 80 to 100 bucks on those. Next one is a Naji Harris. This one is numbered to 499. Very cool looking card. I know there's a lot of Steelers fans out there. You know, if this one does get a 10, I don't think I'll have any problem moving this one. So as far as I know, he's having a pretty decent season. I did see him score a pretty nice touchdown yesterday. So Naji Harris to 499. And then I think the last one out of Absolute is a Jamar Chase. Now this is the red parallel, which does come from those gravity feed boxes. So this was probably the best red I pulled other than a Justin Fields. But I think the Justin Fields did have like some surface marks. So I wanted to hold that one out. Again, really with these absolute retail cards, gotta get 10s. If it's a 9 or 9.5, it's really not going to be worth it. So Jamar Chase red. And then this one I did pick up at the last show here in Louisville, Kentucky. Considered sending this one to PSA actually at $150 for Express, but I looked at what these are going for on eBay, and it's just really not worth it, especially if it doesn't get a 10. If this gets a 9, I mean, it's basically, you know, it's not going to increase in value at all. So I would basically just be throwing away the $150 grading fee. However, if I send it to SGC for 30 bucks, it gets a 10. You know, it will definitely increase that value. And I think it does have a shot at a 10. It's just very, very risky with these die cuts. You really just never know. There's so many edges, corners on here. It's very hard to confidently say it's going to get a 10. But that one does look to be really, really clean. So hopefully it gets a 10. And now we are moving on to basketball. So I think this is the only card from my Recon box I am going to send. There were a few that I looked at, but this one was the only one that checked out, and it is the Eyes on the Prize KD. This is the blue parallel numbered to 99. I think this card looks really, really nice. So I'm going to send that one. Hopefully that one will get a 10, and potentially we can put that in a future fire pack. Next up, we have a Cole Anthony Prism Orange Ice. This one looks pretty well centered. Thought it looked pretty clean. Hopefully you can squeak out a 10. I know this year's Prism cards are super hard to get 10, so we'll see if we can squeak one out. But Cole Anthony playing very well. I think he might be leading the Magic in scoring. I might be wrong on that. He's definitely like top 1 or 2. And I've been high on him since he played at North Carolina, and he just tore up U of L. So I think he has a ton of potential, finally starting to play well. So Cole Anthony. Next up, a James Wiseman, one of our better blue velocities we did pull. Now, the 2 LaMelos I pulled are actually currently at PSA. Those were definitely worth paying that $150 price point. So those are at PSA, but the James Wiseman is going to go to SGC. And then we do have another Cole Anthony. So this one is also the blue velocity. Pretty much the same thing I just said, playing really well. So we're going to send that one. And the final card that I am going to send is another blue velocity, and this is a LeBron. Now this one, looking at it right now, it's a bit of a toss-up. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it's going to 9.5. That I think it's the centering is off top to bottom just a little bit too much to get a 10, but we'll see. You never know what can happen. Hopefully it can squeak out a 10, but even as a 9.5, I do think it'll probably be worth it. You know, again, I am paying a few dollars less than $30 since I do run the group submission. So a few dollars less than 30, it gets a 9.5. I still think it's probably going to be, you know, in that $50 to $70 range. So I think it's safe to say that this one should still make a profit. So that is going to do it for the submission preview. Just a 10 card order, but definitely want to show you guys. Again, I know a lot of people like seeing these videos. So that is going to do it for this one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you soon.